Morning everyone, just a monthly update from me for the work we've carried out so far this month. Been a little bit busy trying to get everything done. 2 weeks ago we went out with our regular maintenance on greens. We went in with a deep solid tine and a top dress. Next month will be a hollow core and a top dress. That's just what we've been doing throughout the year. Once a month we're trying to get some aeration into them, and we're just alternating between solid tines and hollow cores. That works best for us, along with our regular scarifying as well, just try and keep on top of the thatch content on the greens. So we'll be doing that leading up to kind of autumn time. I think the last kind of, depends on the weather to be honest, we should be able to get our last kind of little maintenance hit on them in October if we're not too wet, and then anything after that recovery wise won't be great, so they'll be left over the kind of winter period. We'll try and get some solid tines into them when we can over the winter. Just depends on the weather this year. If it's on our side, then we'll be able to go out and get some holes in them, but if it's anything like last year, then it might be quite tight again. That's why we're trying to get as much work as we can done to them throughout the season, to have them in a hopefully a better place during the winter period. But as I said, if the weather plays ball with us in the winter, we will be able to just go out with our solid tining. Hollow cores we wouldn't go with in the winter, just because, like I said, recovery wise, the greens normally sit a little bit more dormant in the winter because of the grass species, so we always try and open them up with some solid tines instead during the winter period. But that's a few months away from now. Other stuff that we've been doing, we're just trying to keep on top of cutting this week really. We've had 2 mowers down last week. Our greens mower has been down for a good week or so now, which is why the greens are a little bit longer than, and they might be a little bit slower. So the greens mower that we're using at the minute is just an old one that we had in the shed. It's cutting at 4.5 mil, so they're obviously a little bit more long and furry than we'd like them to be, but hopefully that greens mower will be up and running by the next few days. We're just waiting for some parts to come in for that, and then we're getting back down to the height they were. We're also planning to go out with a verticut next week, just to help with some of the lateral growth and thin them out a little bit more. So they're quite thick at the minute, so yeah, apologies about that. It's just something that happens with machines every now and then. We have breakdowns and we have to wait for parts to come in. Also, we had our fairway mower down last week. That's now up and running, so we're just, like I said, it's a little bit messy out there in areas, so apologies if you see some grass drop off. We're trying to just get everything cut and then blown behind. Other than that, we've just been doing some bunker maintenance. Got a few more bunkers to finish off out there. Boys have been moving the sand around as well, because we've had a few wash out from the rain, and Andy's been round and topped up some of our problem bunkers as well, just to give them a little freshen up. And other than that, that's about it for this month. Nothing else too exciting going on. We're just hoping that we can get this greens mower back up and running. Andy will be going out with a spray tomorrow morning, just to give the greens their monthly kind of boost. They look like they're a little bit hungry, so we're just going to give them a bit of a feed, and then hopefully that greens mower is up and running by tomorrow as well. But any works that we got going on from now, we'll keep you posted. Oh, one more thing actually, we've got a rake now. It's a rake that we use. It's got quite thick tines on it. I'll do a video next time we're out with it, so you can see it. Basically Scarify. It's basically a Scarifier. We can use it on all the surfaces other than greens, so we can use it on tees, approaches, roughs, fairways. We had a go on this 8th fairway a few weeks ago when the weather was a little bit more mild, and it's come up really nice. It just rips out all the kind of old dead crappy grasses and encourages the good grasses to come through, and it really helps thin them out as well. So it's not ideal to use it in the heat, so we're kind of picking and choosing when we're going to do it. But this one, like I said, this was done a few weeks ago. It's come out quite nice actually.